Good evening, I'm James Lawrence, and here's a top story from Ace Once TV. In the pre-recorded interview, Harris highlighted her ongoing commitment to climate action through initiatives like the Green New Deal and the Inflation Reduction Act. She addressed concerns about her reversal on banning fracking, but did not provide a detailed explanation. Harris also discussed her moderated stance on immigration, noting that her experiences as vice president have led her to prioritize consensus and practical solutions for border security. Former President Donald Trump has criticized the interview for its pre-taped format, suggesting it lacks immediacy. Meanwhile, Harris's campaign is ramping up efforts with a bus tour through Georgia in targeted outreach to young voters at university campuses. Laura Taylor's standing is here with what all those mean to the voters. Laura?
Thanks, James. Let's break down what Vice President Kamala Harris's recent interview means for voters. In her first major interview since becoming the Democratic presidential nominee, Harris addressed criticisms about her changing policy positions. To many voters, this might raise questions about her consistency and reliability as a candidate. Harris acknowledged that her views on certain issues, like fracking and immigration, have evolved. For example, she once supported a ban on fracking, a method for extracting oil and gas, but has since moderated her stance. She argues that while her policies have adapted, her core values, particularly on climate change, remain unchanged. This suggests she's trying to balance idealistic goals with practical political considerations. For voters concerned about climate change, Harris highlighted her administration's substantial investments in clean energy and renewable resources, aiming to demonstrate that progress can be made even with her adjusted stance on fracking. On immigration, Harris has shifted from more progressive views, such as closing detention centers, to supporting a bipartisan border security deal that includes funding for a border wall. She explains this change as a necessary step to build consensus and find workable solutions. This could signal to voters that she is open to pragmatic approaches and compromise in addressing complex issues. Critics, including former President Trump, have pointed out that the interview's pre-recorded format could influence how her responses are presented. This raises concerns about transparency and whether voters are getting an unfiltered view of her positions. Back to you, James.
Thanks, Laura. We'll keep our viewers updated on how these developments impact the ongoing presidential race. Stay with us for more news to come.